Hello, everybody. So I just got back from Wholesome Foods, not Whole Foods. It's a local store here in the beach. It's a family-run business. It is like Whole Foods, though. You know, you can get organic stuff there. You can get vegan stuff there, raw food stuff. You know, basically, it's a Whole Foods store on a smaller scale. And anyhow, so I thought I would share with you what I picked up today. Now, a lot of this food here is not necessarily healthy. Um, there's snack food in here, and there's meat substitutes, which I would not regard as health food, but I like to keep in stock. So what I buy will last me a long time. I wouldn't eat this as my main staple, these foods. I mean, because, well, for one thing, it'd be really expensive to do that. But it's nice to have them in storage. So, you know, sometimes you crave something a little bit decadent, or you feel like something meaty and savory to go with your dinner. So they're just nice to have available. Plus, I have kids that come over every second week, and that's when I use this stuff the most. So let me just go through it. First of all, organic frozen edamames. Now those are good for you, and they actually make for a great snack as well. All you have to do is just basically run like a cup full under warm water and to defrost them, and then put them in a bowl. Add a little bit of salt to it, and then you can just snack on them like that. My kids love doing that with these. So edamames, I like to mix them in with like udon noodles. That's a nice blend. Yeah, here we go. Coconut milk ice cream with this one here is, what's the flavor? Mocha almond fudge. Now that's decadent. What else? This is good for you. Manna bread. I like to spread some almond butter on that, and maybe a little bit of jam as well. Black currant jam is really nice. Goes nicely with that. And so that's basically like bread made out of sprouted grains. I don't know if it's raw based, but whatever. It's just it's a dense bread, and I really enjoy it. This is a carrot raisin flavor. Uh-oh, more ice cream. And this one is coconut blizz right there, and that is a cappuccino flavor. Okay, let's see what else we got here. If I'm sweating a little bit, it's because I walked to the store, which is down a hill, and then I had to walk back up again. So, you know, I'm a little bit sweaty. Okay, meat substitutes. This goes really good in spaghetti, let me tell you. My kids love that in the spaghetti. The meatless meatballs, yeah. So, like, for the most part, you know, the transitional meats and the vegan snacks and all that, transitional is the right word. But the meat substitutes and the vegan snacks, all that stuff, they are great foods for those who are beginning on this vegan journey and are still trying to figure out your way on, you know, what to make. Ultimately, your goal should be to make your food from scratch. I'm heavily into the stews. I love eating stews. And so, yeah, I cut up my various roots that I'll throw in the stews. I like using yellow beets, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and then there's your lentils, there's your peas, there's quinoa, there's, what is there? Oh yeah, beans. I mean, the sky's the limit, but this is where you really want to steer towards, is eating healthy, nutritious food that you've made from scratch, and it's more affordable too. Like, if you were to eat these kind of meat substitutes, this is by Gardein, and they're really good. They're my favorite. Here's another one. This is porkless bites. They're expensive. I mean, if you had to feed a whole family on this, it gets pretty pricey. So you want to get to the point where you're making your vegan dinners from scratch using affordable products like lentils and beans and peas and roots, that kind of stuff. Coffee, I do drink coffee. I have 1 cup a day, and it's in the evening time, and I like a dark roast. So this is Kicking Horse. It's organic, it's fair trade, good stuff. What else do I have here? Hummus. You should always have a little hummus on board. Good to have hummus. What do we got here? Mixed vegetable pakoras, whatever that is. It's kind of like a, I don't know, Indian kind of thingy. Yeah, it's nice to have with rice or whatever. It's good. Dehydrated mangoes, I love those, but again, stuff like this, dehydrated fruit, you got to treat it like a snack. At one time I was just eating this stuff like crazy, buying it by the case, and I did some damage to my teeth. Let me tell you, I ended up developing some cavities over that. And that's the problem with dried fruit. Make sure you floss and rinse out your mouth well afterwards. Sushi roll crackers, those are a nice snack. They're very low in fat. Yeah, and they got a little seaweed wrap around them, so that's nice to have. Oh, here's something that's totally healthy, unquestionably healthy for you. Celery, yes, celery. I always like to add celery to my stews. Organic coconut swills. Anyways, dried coconut. These are really nice. And this would go, adding to like a coconut Thai soup, a stir fry, stuff like that, or just eating them as a snack. Like, there's no salt on these, so they're just shredded. It's shredded coconut, dried shredded coconut. Oh, it's so good. Of course, it's high in fat if you're watching your fat intake. A lot of these foods are on the high side with regards to fat. But again, this is not my main staple. It's just stuff that this stuff will last me for a long time. I can freeze most of it. Chocolate, dark chocolate. Cacao, raw sugar, organic coconut butter, very nice. This brand here is really good. I like to have that. I have like one little piece of it with my coffee. Field roast. I'm sure many vegans are out there familiar with field roast. These sausages are my favorite. And I sometimes like to slice one up and put it in my stew. I'll do that especially if my kids are over. They love it. I don't fry them on the frying pan or bake them in the oven. Eat one whole. They will complement usually a dinner that's like a root stew or something like that. They're just more or less a complement. Raw almonds, unsalted, always good to have. Now that's healthy for you, but again, you want to control your portions. You don't want to go crazy with that stuff, but very important to have as well. More dried fruit. These are apricots. And I think that's it, yeah. And raisins. I like to add that into my steel cut oats that I have for breakfast sometimes. And that's it. So what did that come to? Do I have a receipt on that? Let me just check. See if here we go. That came to a total of $124. So, yeah, this is food that you don't want to be consuming on a large scale every day because you'll go broke pretty soon, and not to mention it's not optimally the most healthy for you, but it is vegan. And for young vegans that are still in the transitional phase and crave the savory, meaty stuff, or want you long for ice cream or something like that, these are great substitutes to have. So, yeah, that's it.